But then J.D. Vance told me the same thing, that someone actually told him that at a party, that was what they were upset about, that they were losing access to cheap labor. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That.
No, I'm sure it's being funded. It's being encouraged from both sides.
For sure.
So it's not all the left. Everybody
No.
thinks it's a left-wing issue, but it's like, see, the right is just quietly, they're just doing stuff very quietly.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Well, there was a lot of
stuff
guys,
like that. And I understand you're trying to run a business and you want cheaper labor, but that's the wrong way to do it. And they're secretly behind it, I think.
The problem is they've been getting away with it for so long that it becomes a part of their standard operating procedure, right? Like if it was never a thing, if you could never get away with it, if it was a real problem from the beginning, then you'd have to pay people a living wage.
Right.
And then you have to pay people correctly, which is what we should all want.
Yes.
For everywhere.
Yeah.
I think, look, everybody says like, oh, we should make it easier for people to come to America. Okay, that's a good argument. Also, we should make other places better. Like, if we weren't sending factories down to Mexico where people working for 15 cents a day, what if those people were making like a real living wage down there?
Right.
Because if you're going to have an American company and you're going to open up a factory somewhere, it's your responsibility to elevate those people's lifestyle, like, and make it like an American lifestyle. Like you want to do.
Well, then it makes it not worth it
Right.
to take the business out of there. Right?
Yes, exactly. Well, you should be
them,
subject to American rules, because if you're an American company, you can't do that in America. If you can't have somebody working for $15 an hour in America,
right,
or 15 cents an hour in America, why are you able to do that in El Salvador? Why are you able to do that in Vietnam? Like, shouldn't you, if you're going to operate a company overseas, be subject to the laws of where your company's established?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you should
that
at
would
least
stop
be
all that shit.
Yeah, but the payoffs are happening throughout, I'm sure.
Well, that's what Ross Perot talked about in the debates way back in the 90s. Like, that giant sucking sound you're going to hear is all the money going down south. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
It all went across the border.
Or at least you have to tax them for taking their business outside of the country.
It's got to be more than that, because they killed cities. They killed Detroit. Like, killed it. Detroit died. It was the third richest city in the world at one point, and they just moved everything overseas, and they killed that city just for profit. And for profit for them that cost who knows how many people's lives. Who knows how many people turned to drug addiction and crime and chaos, how many people lost homes, how many people's lives were destroyed. And some people made more money, yeah, but like, to what?
But it's not the right thing to do.
No.
Even if you're making money, it's the wrong thing to do.
Especially when at one point in time Detroit was the third richest city in the world. Like, you can see right from there, inside of one lifetime, it became a disaster. In one lifetime. Right. Which is crazy. It's crazy that was allowed. Yeah. Just so some people can profit. Like, look what you fucked up.
Right.
That's kind of un-American.
It's very un-American.
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
And these people are the people who sticking their chests out saying that they're the most American.
And they're eating fucking caviar.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. How can you live with yourself that way?
Yeah, because people are gross. If you allow people to just make profit over people's suffering, they'll do it.
Yeah.
They'll do it. And they're looking at their bottom line.
Yeah.
Should be illegal.
But make a profit, but make it within the rules.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
totally
then have the rules and enforce the rules.
Yeah.
But as soon as you have lobbyists and corporations just dumping money into that Citizens United case, where it's like we can just money is speech, we can just dump money. It's like that has to stop. All the other problems will clear up from that. It's all stemming from that.
Oh yeah.
So it's like just dumping money into the gut, and then the politicians looking at us and being like, well, they have a seat at the table, but they don't control what we do. It's like, are you really saying that to us with a straight face? Obviously, they control what you're doing, and they're telling you what to do, and then your job is to sell it to us.
Yep.
So it's like, it needs to be, I don't know if we go into a European, what do the Europeans do where it's like, there's a state amount of money for each campaign. There's a state siphon given to each campaign. It can't be just corporations, at least a limit. Like, they're just dumping endless amounts of money.
I don't know how you
it's
put
like
the
the
genie
Congress
back
is
in the
bought and
bottle.
paid for. It's like they're gridlocked because they're just bought and paid for.
And it's also, they want you to feel that sense of despair, like there's no fixing it. They want you to feel like it's never going to get fixed, so you just resign yourself to the fact that this is how the system works. And that's what most of us have done. And most of us are just kind of going, fuck it, what are you going to do? They're all corrupt. And then you move on with your life.
Right.
And then
you try to navigate it the best way possible.
Yeah, and behind the scenes, they're just fucking you left and right.